What is going on, guys? Predator458 here, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome back to Armored Warfare, where today we're going to be taking another look at the fantastic British beast, the Challenger 1 Tier 7 main battle tank. Now we're going to start off looking at a PvP match, and then we're going to swap over and take a look at a game I had in PvE. Now in this match I am playing with Anti-Alligator, who is a fellow South African Armored Warfare player, and this was the very first day of the Thanksgiving special weekend. This was the Thursday, very beginning of all those lovely bonuses, and this was one of my first games of that special, and we had played some PvE before this together, and unfortunately this Abrams decides he wants to sneak through and knocks both our tracks off. Maybe I shouldn't have stopped there, maybe not, but yeah, so we're going to have a look at this game, and then we'll go and look at as I said, a PvE, which was quite a fantastic match, if I do say so myself. But yeah, I mean, I had some shit Armored Warfare tonight. I got a T90, so we're going to go for the lower plate. Although Glacis, we managed to put a shot through, do 469 damage. Where's he going to go now? We're going to reload in time. We take the shot, and amazingly, we managed to penetrate. But yeah, my Armored Warfare experience tonight was shocking. 10 games, 2 wins, and most of the losses were landslides. Very often I was one of the last people on my team to die. Did a good amount of damage, more damage than my tank's hit pool or health pool. I just couldn't win tonight, which was really frustrating. I even did one. Are we going to get a good hit? Yes, we do. 159. Some very weird lag there. One of the games I played in the Challenger, actually, because I didn't play it all that much during the weekend. I was grinding a lot of things, and as such, I'm still about 200,000 experience short of the Ariete, although I do have 300,000 free XP waiting, so I could get it as soon as I wanted to, but I'm not too interested in it, actually. And I completely forgot what I was saying. Oh yes, but anyway, so I was playing it again tonight, and again, it was on this map. We started, same position. We had 2 T90 MSs on our team. The enemy team had no. Got a Ramka here. The enemy team had no tier 9s, it was mostly tier 8s and 7s, and then we had the 2 tier 9s. I managed to put a shot through the, I guess that's the driver's hatch of the Ramka. His ATGMs, one of them did good damage, the other one must have hit my cupola. But even in that situation, we couldn't win. Could not win, so it was very frustrating tonight. But yeah, what are you going to do? It happens, I know it happens, but yeah, we use our repair kit to repair the tracks and the cannon, because when this thing's cannon's damaged, I hate it, or any tank when its cannon's damaged, I hate it. The aim time is just so bad. I did see that the 0.12 patch notes, preliminary patch notes, came out today, and one of the things they are changing is like modules are getting a little bit more health to prevent them being knocked out so easily, especially by artillery, because since 0.11 I think artillery has been hitting tanks and like knocking out all of their modules in a single shot, so that's been frustrating, and they're just going to peg that back a little bit, which is good for main battle tank drivers, especially someone in something like a Challenger, which is rather slow. But anyways, I mean, this was an okay game, not the best, at least so far. In the end, we'll do over 3,000 damage, and we will survive. Unfortunately, Anti-Alligator will not. Got a flare up in front of us, who's spotting that Leopard 1. We're trying to move forward to go and try and engage. I mean, we haven't taken a whole lot of damage. Most of it is from those Ramka ATGMs. And I think that Leopard is down, but now, in front of us, we've got a... T90 on our team manages to kill one of our own, which is always fun. One of the games we were playing, I was playing early this evening, we even had enemy kill one of their own, and we still managed to lose. It's like the matchmaker is just purposely fucking with me right now, because like even when things look good, they start off good. You know, we 15, 15-15. We get a couple of kills. We've got the lead, and then like my team just goes shit for brains and manages to lose everything else. So just trying to take a shot at this T90. Unfortunately, even through the lower plate, we can't penetrate. We may have tried to go for his side there, because their side armor is very shit. But there we go. We managed to get a hit. He puts one into our tracks. But the one good thing that did come out of tonight's game is I did finally manage to get 6 million credits together, so I can buy my next tier 7 T80 or M1 Abrams. 417, get the kill. Now we got the side shot-ish on this challenger. Try to plant a shot onto his engine deck. Unfortunately, he's now being a dick. And then, bam, this weasel pops up. Thankfully, our armor's quite good, but he's already done 225 damage to us, so I didn't quite actually notice in time that he was shooting at me. 449 damage. Just waiting on the reload. We've just kind of got to be careful of that challenger behind us. We're showing our booty to, but he's not paying attention to us. And unfortunately, the way this tank is designed and whatever, have very poor gun depression off the rear, so we weren't able to get our gun down. But all that's left now is this little weasel, who did a considerable amount of damage. 255, 300, so that's over 500 damage right there, nearly 600. But yeah, I think now we pretty much go and try and cap, because he can obviously just spend the rest of the match running away. This guy's saying we must load HE, which is stupid. Since there are no more overmatch mechanics and he is on less than 300 health, or rather no reduction in damage when you overmatch. An armor piercing round is still going to do 400 damage to him, and he's a one shot for any of us. But basically what happens now is we go and we cap, try and draw him out. He does eventually come. I take a snapshot, but I fire a little bit too late. I'm going to blame it on the lag. You know, ping at 200 sometimes makes those close range snapshots on a fast moving target like the weasel rather difficult. But anyways, let's go off and have a look at the results for that match. And not bad at all. And as you can see, that lovely reputation bonus in full effect with 9,200 reputation, 147,400 credits, just under 3,300 damage, 6 spots and 3 assists. Coming second place on the team by about 800 experience. That Paladin did like, what's that, 1,100 damage more than we did. So second overall on our team in terms of damage. Weasel did 4,000, Challenge on the enemy team did 4,600. So not the best, as I said, but still a pretty fun match, especially towards the end there when we were fighting off the weasel. But anyways, let's stop the video here, or pause the video here, and go over to the PvE match. Alright, and welcome to the PvE gameplay. Off the top of my head, I do not remember exactly what this mission is called, but I'm sure you all recognize it. It is on hard difficulty, and it's all main battle tanks. We do have a tier 8, got our first target here, and the second target, 2 warriors. Take a snapshot before we fully aimed in, 456 damage. He's probably going to be dead very soon, just waiting for the reload. Do we get the kill? We do, but someone lands a shot just before we fire. We only do 4 damage. But we do have tier 8 Ariete on our team, a Challenger 1 Leopard 2 T80, and a tier 6 Leopard 2 AV or A5. And here we got another fragile Ariete. Are we going to be able to get a shot in? Just miss, unfortunately. But this game, hell of a lot of damage, hell of a lot of spotting damage. And try and plant one into his engine deck. We succeed, 476 damage. But a hell of a lot of damage, hell of a lot of spotting damage as well. take a hit from the Paladin there. Even in PvE, artillery can go and fuck itself. Leopard 2A6 Fragile going for the engine. Yes, there we go, another 469 damage. And I mean, so far we've only taken damage from that Paladin, but I suppose it was 308. Now the Warrior plants a shot into us as well. But we got all these guys to worry about in front of us. Where are our teammates? What are they doing? Because they're certainly not here. Anyways, get that kill. That's 2 for us so far. But it was actually something, that Warrior just keeps planting shots into me. But now we got the tracks up. Something that Stealth kind of suggests we try and take a shot at the top, but it kind of hits the invisible hitbox of the enemy tank, I guess. Do we try again? We do, and that time we get a 308 overmatch. But Stealth actually mentioned, and it was something that I was running beforehand already, I think, but he had noticed that in PvE there were a lot of main battle tanks, not many AFVs and that, so he was running his augmented optics on the Challenger 1 just to give it a better view range and get extra spotting damage, which is something that I was also doing, and you'll see that at the end of at the results for this video is a stupid amount of spotting damage, tons more spots than anyone else on my team, and of course everyone leaves these little helicopters. You know, you guys were right here, but no, your slowest tank has now got to go and clean it up. Slowest and best armored tank, the one you want at the front, taking the hits so you guys don't have to, has now had to go and do that to ensure we get the secondary objectives complete if we can. And a shot coming in from behind. But anyways, we're now moving up. We've got the second capture point. We've already done 3,200 damage. Fairly low number, I'd say, but I mean, the T80 I think is on 5,000. I saw there. Challenger 2, hooray! Got a weasel in front of us. It's going to aim in, take the shot, and derp it into the ground like a pro, I might add. But yeah, this Challenger 2 is something we really do have to worry about. But of course, being the AI, he's just going to turn his booty towards us, give us a nice side shot. And now we're going to plant one into the weasel, hopefully. Do we derp it again? No, we get 314 and finish him off. And Challenger 2 is paying attention to us briefly. There's his booty, another 403 damage. But I mean, look at that, 3,300 hit points. So this guy's got a serious amount of damage remaining. We get 439, destroy his engine and set him on fire, which is really, really nice. Drop him down almost immediately to 800. Another shot, he's down to less than 400. He's now a one shot. Do we get to finish off the Challenger that we worked so hard to kill? No. His tracks eat that shell, which is really irritating, but I suppose it happens. But anyways, we've got a T90 MS here, who again is going to, I think I was kind of on the rock here, but he turns, he starts reversing towards us. Now we do have to worry about his gun, even as good as our armor is. Can we get it through his lower plate? We can indeed. He can still penetrate, or that gun can still penetrate if the bot is smart enough to aim in the right kind of place. Another 400 damage, just trying to keep up front pointed directly towards him. And we're going to keep trying to put it through the little engine grill. Another 471 damage, take out his track. He's now sitting here. And another 400, engines out this time. But unfortunately, we took a, there you can see, he did 667 damage to us with his shot and wrecked our tracks and our turret. And thankfully the gun's still fine, but I popped the repair kit anyway. And we derping a bit here. I think we might be stuck a little bit on this guy. Just trying to get a shot into him, but of course it doesn't work. Should have just kept moving forward, and we throw away that kill. But I mean, 4 kills. Ariete is also on 4, T80 is on 4. And now, you know, you see the cartel helicopter thing. There's 1 second left. There's a Leo not far from it, and he could have moved up, but he just sitting at the back there like a freaking idiot. And here's the bloody helicopter. A few more seconds is all I would have needed. But anyways, so now we are on to the final capture point or defense point. We've got to hold it for 3 minutes. Hit into the BMD4. Good amount of damage. We are 9.5 now. And this Stingray, he's mounting something, trying to, I don't know, make a tank baby with a fence or something. I'm not sure what's going through his mind, so we're just going to keep putting the shots in so long as we have the opportunity. This T90 comes up and starts capping the base. We take the shot just to shut that siren up, because it does get grating and annoying. Just keep checking back to see what's coming. Another 400 damage done. Here comes a warrior. Run towards him. We should be fine. And he gives us a side. 400 damage. I mean, that's 11,000. We're doing well. And this is what I did for a lot of my games in the Challenger over the weekend. Was hard PvE because the rewards were just so flipping incredible. And this guy just comes casually driving up in front of us. Had no idea he was there. Experimental tank, or expeditionary tank should I say. 411 damage. Trying to fire as fast as I can because they are capping, and our team again is just kind of all over the place. But I want to keep firing. I want to keep the AI focused on me because I have the armor, the best armor of all of these tanks. I can take the hits. I think I've got the most hit points as well, although it can still get better. So I've hit my gun now. I didn't have the retrofits, all the retrofits unlocked at this point, I don't think. 2700, I had at least one of them, but it's now on 2800, just under 20 or 2900. 457 there. This guy's just sitting in front of us, but just swaying back and forth, trying to dazzle me with his dance moves, perhaps. And now they are all taken care of. We can go back to the Stingray, who is still just sitting there. Plant went into his engine. Unfortunately, that's just under 400, which is a bit unfortunate. He's now 200. I'm just wondering if it's worth waiting to take another shot, or if the Leopard's going to do it. We've got a unupgraded Panzer H2000 there, artillery. I don't know what its full name is. I'm going to take another shot, 460. And there goes our Ariete. We unfortunately did lose a tank on our team, and I have had to pop my field maintenance kit. I didn't actually see me do it. Now, watching this, get one 205 and finish him off. I'm not sure if it was just because of health concerns, or if I was also running out of ammo, because I did run out of ammo in a few of these matches and suddenly realized I was firing high explosive at these things. But anyways, that is it for that match. Let's have a look at the results, and as you can see, it was a pretty fantastic game. 18,700 reputation, 126,000, call it 127,000 credits, which is not bad for a PvE. 16,376 damage, 15,200 from spotting, 26 spots. We got the blue star for most reputation on the winning team. The one with the second one, I think, was Master Gunner for 80% hit rate, and the third one was for target, receiving the most hits on our team. As for the team results, as I said, as you can see, 9 kills, 16 assists. So we got the same amount of assists as the T80, but 2 more kills than he did. He did 300 damage more than us. So 1 more full damage shot would have given us the lead. We got 26 spots, he got 6, Leopard 2 got 13, so we did really well there. And then reputation, 1,200 more. I think that's right. Not quite 1,200. 800 or so more than the T80, which is pretty much down to all that spotting damage that I did. So a rather good game, and I rather enjoyed some of these PvEs. They're not terribly difficult, but they're still fun to get away from, and just kind of mindlessly swat the bots and especially with these kind of results, this kind of experience, it was well worth the time. But anyways, that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you did, please feel free to hit the thumbs up button down below and consider subscribing for more Armored Warfare content, as well as World of Warships and a few other things that I throw into the mix from time to time. But yeah, that is it from me. Thank you very much for stopping by. This is Predator 458 signing off, and I will see you guys next time.